So what are the different stages of video production? There are a lot of vernacular that is thrown out there that we're gonna uncover today. Simplify it for you so you know the next video production shoot that you attend, or that video production or e-learning production company that you hire out, you know exactly what's gonna happen in the process.
And we got a free masterclass for you. It is linked below in the description section, so go check it out. Build your online course in 9 days or less, save tens of thousands of dollars in the process, and also build a relationship with Johnny and I. We'll see you there.
Boom! So this first stage of video production is what, Hector?
It is pre-production. So pre-production, as it is said in the term, I'm going to break this down for you in detail, but it is everything that happens before the actual shoot, before the day where you click record on that camera and you start capturing stuff.
Exactly. Now, if we're looking at a big blockbuster production like The Lord of the Rings,
Absolutely.
Pre-production may be a long process. They had to find New Zealand. Then once they found New Zealand, they had to storyboard things out. Then they had a location scout on New Zealand. They had to build that Hobbiton hole. And then they had to build Minas Tirith. And they had to build the Rohan. So I'm actually a big fan of Lord of the Rings. But the point is, they had to do all that. But when we're talking about a video production shoot that you're probably involved in, by the way, if you're involved in Lord of the Rings, we love the Ring of Power. But basically, if you're involved with the production, this is what we see, because the only type of video production content that we produce is training, e-learning, micro-learning, instructional, and education-based videos. So what we see is pre-production really having a scripting process. Or a storyboarding process. Or our favorite is what we call just an outlining process. Because unless you really need specific things to be stated, like specific sentences, then really all you need to do when you're building training videos is outline the 3 to 5 major points that you want to cover in a training video. That's what we did today. This is point number 1. So really, we're anti-scripting and storyboarding, even though they're part of pre-production. The reason why we're anti that is because we want pre-production to be as little work as possible for you, for the client. You should have to do as little work as possible. And how we do that is we outline the 3 to 5 major points, and then we move on to production.
But first, one other reason why we like the outlining process a lot better, especially when you're talking about training videos, and we do this all the time for our premium e-learning videos that we do for our clients, is that it is more authentic. Learners like authenticity. If you're trying to engage your learners by building videos and micro-learning videos, it needs to be authentic. They can smell that scripted, storyboarded stuff, and they don't like it. So it's very authentic. Going into production now, Mr. Havey, hit it.
So production, now that we have found New Zealand and we built the Shire and Bree, and I guess Bree, we're going to, and we figured out Fangorn Forest and all these things, it's time to start recording. But guess what? It's gonna take us a long time because we have shoot after shoot after shoot after shoot. Well, in this case, this is a more linear process, right? So pre-production and production on a major motion picture could be happening at the same time. In this case, we're gonna pre-produce everything, then you're gonna come in and we're gonna shoot it. Okay, so this is the actual filming of the content. That's what production is. It's getting in front of camera and recording, filming or recording. This could be recording a Loom video, by the way.
This is game day. This is the playbook, you know what I'm saying? Here is game day.
And then once we film it, we're gonna go to post-production, which is a fancy way of saying editing and feedback. Okay, so editing is when we actually take what we filmed. And by the way, sometimes you skip production and go right to post-production because you might not have anything that you need to produce. You might not have anything you need to record. Yep. So you can, in some cases, actually skip the production step. But in post-production, we have editing and we have what we call feedback rounds. Because no matter what, if you're building a massive motion picture like Lord of the Rings, or if you're building training videos like we do, You need to get feedback from someone. For us, it's from our clients. It's from our clients' learners. When we're building content, we're getting feedback directly from our learners. When we're talking about Lord of the Rings, you're getting feedback from producers. You're getting feedback from a marketing perspective. You're getting feedback from prospective viewers. But all of that is post-production, and it's kind of a loop. You edit, you get feedback. Then you edit some more. We'll make this different color. Edit, feedback, and then eventually you have a finished product.
And if you are looking to create stellar content and are trying to figure out how do I make amazing content and put it into an online course that will sell like hotcakes, we got that free masterclass below if you're looking to develop an online course or e-learning program in 90 days or less and also save tens of thousands of dollars in the process. Literally, it is linked below in the description. Go click on it. But until then,
thank you for the likes and subscribe.
Shut up, my poli.